Going on, everybody? So not much has changed other than got a haircut, shaved a little probably. I don't know. I can't remember what I looked like the last time. Got the old tape cover this time also. Gonna be working on the lawnmower again today. Wow, the lighting in here is terrible. Look at that, best fan ever made. Anyway, so gonna be working on the lawnmower today. Gonna be mounting this motor and a few other things. I'll turn the camera around and just. Alright, so the last YouTube short, I believe I told everybody I was going to pull this thing down to bare bones and start painting, but I have got to get a belt measurement for this so I can get one either ordered or made or whatever it is I need to do. But I'm not changing the seat out yet because I'm going to paint it. I'm not going to worry about the harness yet because I'm going to paint it. I will pull all this stuff out, maybe on this video, but probably not. I'm going to go ahead and mount the motor, get a belt measurement. That way I know if I need to either get one made or built, whatever, I can get that done. The exhaust I'm not worried about because I'm just going to buy a welder to use there. But check it out. Got me a sweet little cart now, put all my tools and stuff on. Got some wheel dollies for the Mustang so I can move it around. Also got some new meats for it. Check them dudes out. Pretty wide. Got 305 35s for the rear and 265 35s for the front. They look pretty good on here. You can see I got the jack stand is on the axle, so that is ride height right there. She's looking pretty sick, and I did the same thing up there. It's on the A-arms. Those are going to be a little bit lower in the front, but not much. Looking pretty good, 35s. Anyway, so here we go. Let's get to making this thing more permanent. Also, check it out. Using the jack now. I've had a jack forever, but the propane tank is in retirement back there, if you can see it. Don't mind the mess. My shop is pretty gross, but I've retired it. Started using an actual jack. That way it's a little less dangerous, even though it's still kind of sketchy. But it is just a lawnmower, so it's not going to fall and kill me, so whatever. Anyways, let's get this mounted and get the pulley. Is right here. So this is the pulley. I don't know which one's actually going to fit. Don't mind my boo-boo on my thumb. But I'm going to get that mounted on the bottom. And then I got the bolts for the motor in here somewhere. I don't remember which ones it is. I'll just have to go through and find it. But we'll get it all made and get that mounted up and get a couple of other pulleys underneath there. That way we have our tensioner pulleys and stuff. And get everything ready. Oh, and this dude's holding air now. I don't know if you saw the YouTube short or not, but all it needed was a valve stem. Tried to put tubes in it, but yeah, it is what it is. Alright. Heck yeah. Alright, there we go, everybody. The engine is mounted. It is sturdy. The bolt holes actually lined up everywhere they're supposed to. And look, my steering rack does in fact hit the motor. So, we're going to have to do some changes there, but apart from that, we're all good. Yep. She hits pretty hard, and that was the best I could do. I don't know how to show you guys that. There we go. Anyway, down there, right there, she hits. I don't know, might do some self-clearancing, but I'll probably fix it. But now I'm going to go ahead and mount the, if I can get some, go ahead and mount the pulley on that right there, and then see if this belt will work. If not, then I'll get us another one coming. Sorry about that. Weird. Anyway, so all the good news is coming to an end. Maybe. This tensioner pulley here is in the way of the actual spindle. Here, let me rotate that. So this is in the way of the little fan pieces here. But you can see I got the 4 motor mounts in, so that's a good start. This belt is too short, so I'll have to get that figured out. But I'm going to have to redo some tensioner pulleys here, see if I can figure out a new way of running that, which I think those are just the drive system, or the drive system for the deck, but I'm not 100% sure. I think they're actually like a mixture of both. I think it does both at the same time, but anyway, we'll get that removed, and don't worry about how gross it is under here. It'll all change. It's all going to get painted. I plan on taking this thing all the way apart just to redo the whole dude. But and that right there's got to change too, because we ain't going fast with that. We're gonna have to, I don't know what we're gonna have to do, make that quite a bit smaller probably. But anyway, that's as far as I think I'm gonna get for right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get some measurements for a belt and new tensioners and see if I can figure that stuff out. And if I do that tonight, I will add it to the video. If not, then this is where I'm going to leave it off. I'll see you guys on the next one. I appreciate all the comments and follows. You guys rock. Thank you so much. And we'll see you on the next one. I know I said I was going to be done with this thing and show you guys on a different video, but I'm going to go ahead and pull this pulley off and cut these ears off of it. I know they're there for airflow, but I'm not really worried about all that bull crap, and I should probably clean this, but I'm not going to. So I'm going to go ahead and take the old trusty angle grinder right to it. I know it's chipped. Hopefully it doesn't fly apart, but we'll see. So I'm going to start cutting those off and see what happens. So one of the tensioner pulleys on the lawnmower was stuck. So what I did was built this contraption with all that white junk you see on there. So the main bearing inside of this thing was completely gunked up. You can see all the stuff coming out of it there. It's completely gunked up, so instead of just getting a new one, I just went and got, or I had some WD white lithium grease. If you take that and you spray it on this bearing, and you try and work it loose the best you can, if it'll focus. So if you try and work that loose the best you can, and then once it comes free, just keep spraying it, and this thing is awesome. Love white lithium grease. Doesn't really matter the brand, but if you ever have a stuck bearing, just go ahead and do that. Because look at it, it's all freed up now, not making any noise. Crank it, it wobbles a little bit because it's Ryobi, what do you expect? But anyway, yeah, so if you ever have a stuck bearing, use some white lithium grease in there, work it little by little, don't break it. Just keep working it, keep working it, keep working it, and eventually it'll come free, and then you don't have to worry about buying a new bearing. Heck yeah. Alright, so here's what I ended up with to start off the night, or to end off the night. Now I know that belt angle is not going to work. I will have to change some stuff. If you can see it, I have no room to change it under here without removing these two brackets, or support bars, I guess, more or less. Because one is for the pedal over there, the engagement pedal, clutch pedal, whatever you want to call it. So I'm gonna have to do some modifications there, but just to drive this thing, I think this will work just fine. So yeah, I know the angle's off here. It will be fixed eventually. I'll either move this pulley up somehow, or I don't know. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do that, because I can't move this one down because I don't want to get rid of the main frame here. I don't want to cut up this mower too much just because of the make and model and year model it is and all that stuff, and it being my grandpa's old mower. But so here's what we got. We got the pulley, we got this thing, or the tensioner on here. The belt is on. It is tied into the rear drive shaft. So next week, or whenever I get around to uploading another video, we're going to install that wiring harness on this thing with a battery and everything else, and see if we can't get this thing running and moving, if that makes more sense. And I'd really like to, that'd be cool.